Watch report this morning. The government just released a report on economic growth for the first quarter. CBS News business analyst Jill Schlesinger joins us live from New York to tell us about all the results. Good morning to you, Jill, and happy Thursday. So, how did the economy do to start the year?
Well, gross domestic product, that's the tally of goods and services sold in the economy, actually grew by 1.6% annualized in the first 3 months of the year. This was lower than expectations. Most economists thought there would be 2.4, 2.5%. If you recall last year, the year when everybody thought we were going to see a recession, the economy overperformed. We grew by 2.5% last year. The first 3 months of this year looks like an underperformance so far.
Jill, what's expected for the rest of the year?
Well, I know of this disappointing first 3 months. We have to remember, first of all, there are 2 more revisions to this same data, so it could go up from here. But if you look overall, we had a report out from the International Monetary Fund, and they believe that the U.S. will be the powerhouse of global growth. They think that our economy is going to grow by 2.7% this year. They also think inflation is going to be coming down, and that most likely, overall, that we are going to see a soft landing, meaning no recession, kind of come down to earth, and we'll see that we'll kind of readjust our expectations on prices.
Jill, the Federal Reserve convenes a policy meeting next week. So what are they expected to do?
Even though this is a softer than expected reading, I think the Fed's doing nothing next week. You know, it's interesting. The Fed's got to balance 2 competing forces. They really want the inflation rate to come down, and it hasn't come down enough for them. And they want to make sure that the economy is actually growing enough to create jobs. So the labor market is pretty solid, and inflation's still higher than they'd like. So I think they do nothing in May. They may not do anything in June. We'll see what the next few months bring. But I think the most likely scenario is the Fed starts lowering interest rates at the September meeting. That's what a lot of people are focusing on right now. Of course, it doesn't really matter when. It matters that they get the inflation rate down, and we all feel better about that.
All right. Thank you, Jill. For more analysis, go to JillOnMoney.com.
Yeah, looking at do a little research on the federal rates. Right now, according to sources of CNBC, it looks like the Federal Reserve is not going to raise any rates yet, but hopefully they don't. I think we're gonna find out till June. If they're gonna raise the rates and everything. But yeah, man, looking at the economy right now, they said it boosts up a little bit. But like I said, we're in election year, so you might see, maybe the inflation go down a little bit. You might see gas prices go down a little bit because of election year. Because you see it's every 4 years, you see election years that inflation might go down a little bit, and also, gas prices and, grocery items might go down a little bit. But go ahead, Hakeem, what's your take on this, on how our economy's going last quarter, and how do you think it's going forward?
I think inflation is still going to go up. Just the things that I'm seeing just going around, housing prices is still hasn't dipped yet. The only thing that I've noticed that's kind of went down a little bit with the prices of used cars, food is still up extremely high. So this is the time where you have to diversify your income, and maybe you're hedging the market so you can be able to trying to curb inflation. This is not the time to buy no houses. This is not the time to get no car payments or stuff like that. It's the time to stuff your money into some dividends and stuff like too, and just sit it out and wait and see what we can do. And understanding, we'll just start lowering your bills and living frugally.
Well said. And of course, it's not financial advice. All this is opinion based. I'm just letting everybody know. And also make sure if you're going to make any rash decision, make sure you go sit with a financial advisor like myself, Hakeem, and Jordan did, because that's the only way you can better your account and your well living. Not only that, but shout out to the lovely Sherry Bryan that's in the building. Not only
Hey,
that,
Queen.
shout out to the mother, Natasha Vincent is in the building. Shout out to you, sweetheart. Well, and one guy said, wow. Yeah, thank you. Shout out to you for being on K. That's Rick Grimes is also in the building. Shout out to you. And also, Kev 504 is in the building, checking in. Now, when it comes to the aspect of the economy, now they say the economy didn't grow at all right now. It's at 1.2, 1.5%. So what does that mean? So if you have a high yield, if you have a savings account, it's not a high yield savings account. To me, I think you should go ahead and switch it over so your money can make money on top of money. It shouldn't be not making 0.1% because it's not even being the rate of inflation. So that's one thing. Not only that, but it kind of show you that, like our Steve stated, right now is not really a good time to go ahead and buy a home. But now, if you are going to buy a home, I'm just letting you know, a lot of comments are saying that the housing market is not going to dip. So if you're going to plan on buying a home, you might as well just go ahead, you and your wife, go ahead, bring your money together and just go ahead and buy a home. But now, if you buy a home in the major city, you're going to have a hard time doing so. Trust me, I'm one of the guys that's actually trying to get a home in the major city. It's very, very hard, especially if you're a single man. They put you all the way back compared to if you was a married man. So that's another key thing, guys. So, looking to get married, 'cause I think that it do benefit you a lot when it comes to buying certain things, especially a home. And not only that, like Hakeem stated too, you can see around what's going on in the economy. You got rents going high, even in areas that not even considered city is going high. So that, like, some people that live in like in the Midwest, they say they're having a hard time to pay their bills because they're not paying them. They're not paying enough, to the point that even have McDonald's, Burger King, and Wendy trying to bring down their value meal so people can actually go to their fast food restaurant once again to like a $4 meal. So it's kind of show you how the economy is not really picking up the way they thought it would. So I think after the presidential election, or whoever's going to be the next president, I think that when the economy is going to shift its way back. You know what I'm saying? Like Kev said, it takes two sometimes. It do, Kev. Good point. It does take two sometimes. So it's going to shift back into where things used to be. So probably after the presidential election, we should be seeing things go right back to normal. Go ahead, Jordan. And guys, you can also time in. The link is already pinned. It's pinned on the KL Culture Radio side. How can you drop the pin? Can you drop the link over there on my side and also Jordan's side so people can time in if they like? But go ahead, Jordan.
I do it on my side as well. But yeah, man, I just agree with you both. How the economy is right now. To me, this is the time you want to, like I said, you try to buy a house, make sure you save up and everything. This is not the right time to buy a house this year. It's not the right time to buy houses next year because interest rates still going up, and up. So, for me and my wife, we're just watching, saving, just watching how the housing market is going to go, Because I know there's some cities, I live in Southern California, but there are some cities outside LA that we see that's a rise of. There's a city called Fontana, which I'm looking at. Like a lot of people are moving out there and everything, and the prices are of housing is very, very decent and everything. So hopefully in the next 3 or 4 years, we have enough money we can check over there and see how it goes and everything. But you never know. Also if you go grocery shopping, make sure download the apps and make sure you go shop at Whole Foods, you shop at Walmart, Target. They always got something in the app. You always can save money. Save money and everything. But I agree with you guys. Once the election is over, we'll see who's president, and we'll see who go from there and everything. So, I feel like inflation is still kind of, what am I saying, kind of high? It's still high in a way and everything. So, I just tell people, just look ways to save more money. You have this phone right here. There's apps that you can download for financial. Go grocery shopping, download the app and save money and everything. This right here is your tool right here. Make sure you use it because it's not just for texting or calling, play video games. This right here can save you a lot of money. All these apps on this phone, you can save hundreds and hundreds of dollars a year.
Man, fact.
Downloading financial things. Like I said, I have receipt hog. I take pictures of receipts to gain coins, to gain money. I get money back every 3 to 4 months. So this right here is a lifesaver. So people, you got a phone, go in the app store, or your iPhone, go in the iPhone store and download, stuff that can help you save money, especially on the phone. But this is helpful.
No, but Jordan, I was just saying the fact because someone special told me the same thing too. Like, make sure you get all the apps. Make sure you get all the apps. Like places that you normally shop at, get the apps because you want to save money on everything you do. And not only that, but I also noticed too, the bank I'm in also stated they're doing now is like if I use my card, they'll take a certain amount of percentage of whatever I use in the grocery shop and put it into my savings account. So people can look into that too. Bank of America does that. They does that a lot. And I think Capital One, if I'm not mistaken, and I think American Express, but I could be wrong about American Express, but I know Bank of America for sure because I bank with them. So I know they do that for sure. And the Tons of Business, I saw your advice. I would look into that. You say look into a mortgage broker and stuff like that. But go ahead, Ken. You can read the comment.
Yes. On the spot live says if you're renting, it's time to buy. Also, people will not be discriminated against when it comes to purchasing or securing finances. But here's the thing, though. Statistically, a lot of people don't have their credit together on the spot, so they need to get their credit together first before they can even indulge in that. Um,
That's true.
well,
Fact.
Joe Hurnham said, "Don't indulge in big purchases, only ones you need to survive until you have enough for the big prize." Definitely, this is the time to stack your money up, because when this inflation is done and the prices drop, houses, cars, everything going to be in the woo-ha. You know what I mean? You just gotta stack your bread up, so we can be able to just jump into something. Even commercial properties will be cheap to
Like
get in.
Natasha say, look into cash back.
Yes.
Credit
Yeah.
card, debit card.
Chase, they if you going to average type down, you go down, they have cash back and say like 5%, 10%. If you shop at stores or some restaurants, it's very helpful. But go ahead, Brownie, my bad.
No. I'm gonna join you. You put the caveat. All right? Well, y'all becoming financial advice.
Yeah. It's
He
important,
says,
man. It's going your
please
phone.
don't discourage your audience for purchasing their first property. Anyone with verifiable income can do it in credit. Okay, here's the thing. On the spot, I'm not trying to stray anybody away, but just think about this for it. Have you checked the interest rate on houses right now? Look at it. It's a raw deal. If anybody wants to get in, can. Statistically, people who bought in the COVID regret their purchases. A lot of people was buying houses sight unseen. They didn't even do home inspections. They're trying to offload houses that are no good. If a person come and get a house and you get in the house over 15% or something like that, you're gonna pay out your ass right now.
And also the property tax too. A lot of people don't know about paying property tax.
Property taxes. So and then here in the state of Florida, people are getting killed with HOAs.
Yeah.
Like
and it's a requirement too.
It's a requirement. They just have this thing they just passed where people need HOAs have to build up their reserves. They're passing that expense on to the people. So I'm saying, you want to buy a property, buy it at your own risk. But I'm saying, if you want to pay at a good interest rate, let's wait a few months as we see after September to see if the rates are going to go down. That's the only thing I'm saying. Stack your money up and make sure to see what's going on. Watch the numbers. That's all.
Oh, you say he's a realtor. He's a realtor.
Okay. He say, okay, I understand. Yes, I'm a realtor. This is not complete information. Please stop, my brothers. Okay, on the spot. Where you a realtor located at, my brother?
No, ain't that, but you can hit the link so you get at least
Yeah.
Probably tying the people in so they can know.
Shout out,
a lot
Bobby.
of people are trying. That was I'm glad that we have realtors in the building. That'd be good.